Hello everyone and welcome to the webinar. Today's topic, Harness the Power, ClearPath OS 2200 Release 18.0. Our first presenter for you today is Adam Gallagher, Product Manager with Unisys. And with that, Adam, the audience is yours.
Thank you. As Matt mentioned, my name is Adam Gallagher and I am the Product Manager for ClearPath OS 2200 software program. I'd like to welcome our global audience to the webinar today for ClearPath OS 2200 Release 18.0. We have a lot of exciting things in store for you today, so let's jump right in. ClearPath OS 2200 has a trusted history of being one of the most secure, reliable, and highest performing operating systems available. With a renewed focus on delivering client feature requests, our teams at Unisys have been hard at work delivering innovative new features and content to solve our clients' most pressing needs. We'll spend the first portion of our time today highlighting a number of the innovative features and solutions we believe increase the value of your investment in ClearPath OS 2200 systems and software. Selecting which new features get delivered in a software release of this magnitude can be a tricky process. For ClearPath OS 2200, the ever-changing business challenges of our clients are always on our minds. Release 18 is the latest in a trend of past couple releases, placing a renewed focus on delivering client new feature suggestions. Nearly 30 new feature suggestions coming directly from our clients were delivered with this release, while many other innovations were the direct result of listening to and having conversations with our clients. This is a trend we hope to continue in subsequent releases. Delivering innovative solutions to direct client requests is an underlying theme throughout this release. Those solutions fall under four main themes. Security is always at the utmost importance at Unisys, and ClearPath OS 2200 Release 18 is no different. We have a number of new capabilities we're introducing with this release aimed at maintaining our position as an industry leader in security. While security is first and foremost for this release, simplification is not far behind. The belief that simpler is better enters every part of our discussions during all phases of development. With each new release, our amazing engineering teams are always finding ways to optimize both the OS itself as well as the way in which it operates and integrates into the surrounding data center. And not only do all 100 plus OS 2200 products work seamlessly together, but when integrated with other ClearPath Forward offerings, ClearPath OS 2200 software provides a comprehensive experience designed to drive your business forward with industry-leading performance and reliability, all while delivering security which is unmatched by anyone in the industry. And security is at the core of everything we do here at Unisys. In all of the years that the National Institute of Standards and Technology has been tracking security issues with the National Vulnerability Database, there has never been a data compromise on a ClearPath Dorado system, nor has there been a security vulnerability reported in the OS 2200 operating environment. In contrast, there have been thousands of vulnerabilities and multiple data compromises in commodity operating systems. This unmatched security record is a direct result of thoughtful designs and careful implementations that have been refined over many years. This unparalleled security record is something you, our ClearPath clients, rely on every day. Can public sector agencies, banks, healthcare providers, or credit card companies afford data compromises? The legal and financial penalties these days and brand loss associated with a data compromise are increasing all the time. What may feel like too much security is a small price to pay when compared to the damage caused by a successful attack on an enterprise's commodity systems. Even though there has never been a security vulnerability reported for ClearPath OS 2200, we still take the time to undergo external security assessments, such as the one McAfee Foundstone Services performed last year. What they found was an operating system which had security in the very foundation of its design and McAfee gave both the OS 2200 operating system and Apex, our administration and reporting product, a rating of highly secure. For those who would like to read all of McAfee's findings, a copy of their assessment white paper can be found on unisys.com. In an effort to build on that highly secure rating, Release 18.0 introduces a number of new security enhancements. I'll touch on a couple of cryptographic enhancements before discussing user access features now available with this release. New with Release 18, CPCOM OS will deliver the option to utilize elliptic curve algorithms for both authentication and key exchange. Elliptic curve use is increasing in popularity due to its ability to provide the same level of security as RSA algorithms, which are available in previous releases as well as Release 18, but with the smaller key size. As you can see here, to obtain 256-bit security, you would need an RSA key size 30 times larger than that of a comparable elliptic curve key. To ensure that we are continuing to provide industry-leading security, we have submitted CryptoLib, our cryptographic library, to the National Institute of Standards and Technology for FIPS 140-2 review and approval. The version currently in review by NIST is included in Release 18.0. Now that we've discussed some cryptographic advances, let's turn our attention to a bit to user security. OS 2200 is constantly looking at how users are authenticated and the security implications with each authentication method we offer. Introduced in Release 17, Authentication Module 4 supports demand sign-on to an OS 2200 system via TLS certificate authentication. This is when used with InfoConnect terminal emulator from Micro Focus. New with Release 18, we have streamlined the initial login experience for users. Previously, administrators had to specify certificates when configuring a user to use TLS certificate authentication. Now, it's handled automatically at the user's first login. When an initial sign-on is attempted, the OS 2200 attempts to find a user ID associated with the supplied certificate. If found, the login is accepted and access to the OS 2200 is granted. If it's not found, the user is prompted for a traditional user ID password credential. Assuming those are accepted, the user is logged in and is now accepted, and the certificate is assigned to the user ID. For all future attempts, the user will be logged in automatically. AM4 is a great example of how OS 2200 is continually evolving to meet its users' needs. Another client need which Release 18 addresses is the need to easily deal with OS 2200 access for temporary employees. To ensure that users only have access to systems for the time period which is appropriate for their work, Release 18 introduces a new security feature designed to empower the administrator to tightly control system access. Disable user ID by date is a new capability introduced by the exec to allow an administrator to disable a given user ID on a given date proactively, with the freedom to re-enable that user ID at a later date if warranted. The ability to set the disabled date is supported by Apex, SecManager, as well as Simon. This feature should greatly simplify the way temporary access is handled on the OS 2200. While security is always at the forefront of Release 18, simplification is not far behind. Continuously simplifying ClearPath OS 2200 is not always an easy edict to follow, but when done well, the benefits to our clients are quite noticeable. Leading our drive to simplify, Apex, our OS 2200 administration and reporting product, delivers many innovative features with Release 18. I'll touch on a couple of them before introducing a simple yet elegant improvement to a portion of database recovery, followed by unveiling a whole new way Unisys will be delivering ClearPath OS 2200 to our clients. Now in its fourth release, Apex provides a modern, browser-based OS 2200 management experience to our clients. It fully replaces our previous solution, Security Admin, while having a few new tricks up its sleeve as well. New with Release 18, Apex, as a result of client feature suggestions, provides an administrator an improved way to search for exec parameters. The OS 2200 exec has many configuration parameters, and using a search field in Apex, the administrator can find parameters using either the dynamic or static parameter names. Apex will then position the browser window so that the first parameter it matches is visible. Not only does Apex present a more modern look and feel to OS 2200 management, but it provides a number of new and innovative features designed to empower a system admin like never before. A new Apex report, which Release 18 users will have access to, is a File Assigns report. This report allows administrators to gather information on unexpected assignments of critical files, which may be an indication of malicious activity. While the File Assigns report is new this release, already existing reports are being enhanced with this release as well. The Users report will now provide the ability to find users based on authentication type and privileges, further empowering administrators to adhere to their standards and best practices while providing yet another possible system audit mechanism. While Apex's modern UI and easy-to-use search functionality are clear attempts to improve our user experience, one of our updates to the database recovery process, while simple, provides an elegant solution to a common problem. While not the result of an official client and feature suggestion, one of IRU's new features stems from discussions and interactions we've had with our clients. Report dump now allows for a short option to be specified. This will produce a condensed report showing a single file per line with only the most relevant data presented. Database administrators will now be able to quickly scan the report to make sure the dumps are complete and current, as well as if sufficient backup information exists. I've highlighted a few of the simplification features we are bringing to Release 18. Let's now spend some time discussing ways we are striving to simplify how our products make it to the hands of our customers. New with Release 18.0, clients will receive the software they are entitled to in the form of a digital download via the Unisys Download Center, or UDC. Our goal is to provide clients with an industry-standard, streamlined process for digitally obtaining their media while allowing for a shorter delivery time. ClearPath OS 2200 software is not the first Unisys product to utilize the Unisys Download Center, but it does bring with it a redesigned user interface for the UDC. When this capability is made available with Release 18, this delivery mechanism will apply to all Release 17 orders as well. The actual digital delivery process could not be easier. When an order is placed, clients will first receive an email directing them to the UDC with instructions on how to sign in. A welcome letter guiding them through the digital delivery process is available for download from the UDC as well. In the new user interface for the UDC, downloadable content will be presented as tiles. There will be a Release 18 tile containing the ISOs for the core media. An average Release 18 order can expect around 23 ISOs and 7 PDFs, taking approximately 15 minutes to download. Unisys is partnering with a third-party hosting service to ensure optimal availability and download speeds for all geographies. Download experience will vary based on the download speed of our particular user's internet provider. For installation procedures, all you need to do is follow the standard documentation for Release 18. It's that easy. We hope this new standard approach to software distribution will streamline and simplify your experience for obtaining ClearPath OS 2200 media. With each release, our innovative engineering teams are continuously developing solutions to not only optimize the operating system itself, but its interactions with the larger data center environment as a whole. I'll introduce 2 new features we implemented as a result of client feedback, then give a T-Date dollar update on how our handling of time is evolving. Finally, we'll take a look at a new documentation feature available with this release. One of the problems our clients have faced when migrating from an old storage system to a new one is unused space. Most often, administrators will be forced to specify a much larger track capacity on the new system than on the old one. When it comes time to migrate data, the most common way to do this, in this case, is a disk copy. If the new storage system capacity is larger than the old one, it takes on the smaller capacity of the older system. New with release 18.0, the exec has introduced the expand key-in. This key-in expands the internal OS data structures of a pack to utilize the larger disk capacity. This is a great innovative feature which will provide our clients with greater utilization of their larger disk capacities. In keeping with our theme of today, I'd like to introduce yet another client-requested feature we delivered with Release 18 to optimize the OS 2200. Silas has added a new field to the PID statement, which allows administrators to configure PIDs in an initially down state. This is quite useful if you want to restrict access to Silas when it's initialized. Admins can now configure all or some PIDs to be initially down and must manually up those PIDs by command before they can be used again. Both Expand Pack and PID Down are features asked for directly from our clients to optimize their OS 2200 experience. Next, let's talk about how we are continuing to optimize time on the OS 2200. Release 18 continues our multi-release effort to evolve how OS 2200 handles time. We have spread out the effort over multiple releases in an effort to minimize the impact to our clients. This release saw 52 products provide T-Date dollar updates, and a full list is available in the Release 18.0 Software Planning and Migration Overview documentation. We are targeting Release 19 to produce no T-Date dollar timestamps in any Unisys products, structures, or interfaces. Because of this, we recommend clients should start developing a T-Date dollar strategy of their own. Now, clients are not alone in this effort. There are a number of resources available today to help. Our technical documentation for Release 18, coupled with a new technical video, will provide a lot of updated information on T-Date dollar to get you started. As always, Unisys service offerings, which we will highlight later, are available to help at every step of the way. Our technical videos are available both on the Unisys ClearPath YouTube channel as well as our support site. Alongside those new Release 18.0 technical update videos, you will find another new feature also available from our product support site, our new Compatibility Matrix. These matrices provide a compatibility overview between the OS 2200 and other non-Unisys products. If you navigate to the ClearPath OS 2200 software support site, you will notice a new option on the left called Compatibility. This new page contains compatibility considerations on a number of products. Let's take Apex, for example. When you pull up the compatibility page for Apex, you are presented with a fair amount of compatibility information on a variety of things. Standard compatibility, such as Apex level versus OS 2200 release level, is shown, but the information does not stop there. You are also provided with such information as official browser support. These support matrices provide an easy-to-read, quick-hit compatibility information on a number of OS 2200 products. This is information we will continuously update as new releases occur. How ClearPath OS 2200 integrates with and is complemented by Unisys cross-platform software is critical to enhancing your business agility and flexibility. We have already had a few new releases of separately orderable products this year, with even more yet to come in the second half of the year. Both Enterprise Output Manager and Operation Sentinel, included in this release, have delivered a wide array of new feature content designed to support and extend the capabilities of the ClearPath OS 2200 environment. Earlier this year, both OS 2200 Business Information Server and ClearPath Application Integration Services rolled out new releases. OS 2200 Biz delivered a number of new features with 49R1, including performance improvements and IPv6 support. Biz 4.1 added an exciting new feature that brings more freedom and flexibility to the tool, ClearPath Callout Services. With this new feature, you'll be able to call out to web services and easily enhance your existing applications with new capabilities without having to move them to another platform. The Unisys release cycle for our cross-platform software continues throughout the year, and we will include new updates to a number of products. An updated ClearPath OS 2200 IDE for Eclipse, ePortal 9.0, and Data Exchange 5.0 are all planned for release later this year, so keep an eye out for release announcements for all three in the coming months. For more information on any of these cross-platform solutions, please contact your Unisys representative. Two of our cross-product solutions, which are central to OS 2200, are Enterprise Output Manager and Operation Sentinel. For an update on both of those, I would like to turn it over to Vivek, the ClearPath Forward Product Manager for those two solutions.
Thanks, Adam. Hello, everyone. I'm the Product Manager of EOM and Operation Sentinel, and would like to take all of you through the highlights of both these releases, releasing with ClearPath OS 2200 18.0. So this is the EOM 14.0 release, and it, after various good features like mobile EOM and secure file transfer using SFTP in EOM 13, we have a whole list of new and exciting features in EOM 14. This slide shows the highlights of the features of EOM 14. We have enhanced security with advanced password encryption algorithms. We have been adding new features for PDF functionality in the past with each release, like PDF printing, etc. And in EOM 14, we have continued the trend by introducing digital signature capability, which ensures protection of the PDF documents and shows who signed and approved it. We have also increased the file mask option for both print and email jobs. We have introduced the latest technology protocols like IBP and web services like Microsoft Exchange Web Services. With this introduction, let us take a look at all the features that you can expect from EOM 14. I will touch upon a few of the EOM 14 features. We have broadly classified the EOM 14 features, 16 in total, into 4 buckets. The first bucket is the latest technology protocols and web services. I will cover more about IPP and Exchange Web Services in the coming slides. Web Client is a web-based interface for EOM with limited features. It provides the flexibility to monitor Output Manager job and other Output Manager queues on a web browser. Web browsers are used very often, and this kind of a functionality makes EOM very easy to use. EOM server can be monitored using a web interface to perform functionalities like deleting jobs, locking or unlocking a printer, enabling or disabling jobs. Coming to the next bucket, Web Assistant is a very important component of EOM. We have made it more secure and easier to use. Based on an advanced encryption standard 256-bit algorithm, you can now be rest assured that your Web Assistant passwords are encrypted and very secure, which prevents unauthorized usage. With single sign-on feature enabled, the login process has been made even easier. Your Web Assistant user account is mapped to your Windows domain login details. This enables you to land on the file finder page directly without having to log in every time you want to access it. File mask functionality is very crucial for all routing of jobs. With EOM 14, more options have been added to file mask to provide flexibility. Users can now set the page numbers or a range of page numbers that they want to print. Users can also decide the criteria based on the embedded incoming information in an email by looking at attributes such as email subject, attachment name, originator, and email address. As you can see, a lot of flexibility has been provided to help ease the use of the product. The third bucket broadly deals with the enhanced functionality of EOM. Like I covered previously, PDF functionality has been enhanced with the introduction of digital signatures. This is a very useful feature with customized signatures and also an option to add date and time with different time zones. With secure transfer using SFTP introduced in EOM 13, a feature to dynamically create folders in FTP or SFTP server has been added to ensure that the jobs are not disabled in case the folder does not exist. This new property ensures smooth continuation of job processing. EOM being an output management application, it's imperative that the status of jobs and other properties be enhanced. This is done using SNMP, which stands for Simple Network Management Protocol. It's a network management protocol used to collect information from and configuring network devices such as servers, printers, hubs, switches, and routers on a network. Using SNMP, users can get the status of job scheduling and file receiving status of output management servers using nodes. This saves the user the hassle of having to configure alerts and create notifications for such scenarios. The last bucket broadly deals with making EOM increasingly more usable. Users need not backup data and export configuration to XML files anymore. EOM admins can schedule a time and location for backup, and what makes this feature even more awesome is that the backup file can be compressed to save disk space. Some users have a requirement to discard the line, feed, and carriage return characters to make it easier to use. In this release, the print attribute is enhanced to provide these options. Additionally, many users have faced hassles of suspended jobs if a configured printer in a network is removed and a job is scheduled for that printer. Now EOM disables such jobs and alerts the admin and ensures smooth functioning of other jobs which are queued up when EOM service starts up. So with this, let us take a look at a couple of the important features in this release. So support for IPP is something that we've added in EOM 14. So IPP is our Internet Printing Protocol is used for communication between a computer and a printer. It allows programs to send one or more print jobs to the printer or print server and perform administrator jobs such as querying the status of the printer, obtaining the status of print jobs, or canceling individual print jobs. IPP is a protocol used for encrypted transfer to EOM from non-EOM sources like Windows, and it provides more control on the print settings. So that's the protocol. Moving on to the next feature, EOM now supports Exchange Web Services, which provides the functionality to enable client applications to communicate with the Exchange server. Exchange is a comprehensive communication solution that includes synchronization of not only email messages, but also contacts, calendars, tasks, and notes data. It replaces the IMAP protocol, which stands for Internet Message Access Protocol, used previously to retrieve emails from servers using the TCP/IP connection. So with this, I would want to move on to Operation Sentinel 17.0 highlights, which is also releasing with EOM 14. Operation Sentinel, similar to EOM, has a set of wonderful features in this release. These are the highlights of the Operation Sentinel 17 release. This release has unified monitoring, which I will cover later, faster deployments to save time, better customization to increase flexibility, comprehensive reporting to help report errors and logs better, and easier management overall. Let us look at all the features that are going into Operation Sentinel 17 release. As I said, so I'll cover the centralized monitoring in the next slide. Linux resource monitor failure alert is an important feature of this release. Prior to this release, if the ULRM agent stops, the user would not be notified about it. But with this release, an alert is generated which states that the agent connection is down. This alert is generated with a description of why it could be down. which is quite helpful. The alert disappears once the agent is up. This also helps in differentiating between the ULRM being installed and not running versus ULRM not being installed at all. So avoiding multiple reboots during installation was a very crucial feature as well. Prior to Operation Sentinel 17, Windows UAC settings had to be turned off while installing Operation Sentinel. UAC could be turned on after installation, but every time the UAC was either turned off or on, a reboot was required of the Windows operating system, which tend to be very inconvenient and time-consuming. With Operation Sentinel 17, these reboots are no more required, as we have eliminated the need for changing UAC settings. Coming to the next feature, custom text boxes in topology view. This feature basically adds a text box to the topology view by enhancing the UI. Topology information helps in displaying key information on the Operation Sentinel console. Custom text can be sent with the alerts. For example, high memory usage. The textbook characteristics can also be edited by changing the attributes, or even can also be deleted. Filtering based on multiple thresholds is another exciting feature. This feature, even though exists, there has been an enhancement made to this. This feature ensures that separate scripts are not need to be written to enable multiple thresholds for OS 2200 and MCP systems. Previously, an alert could be set for one threshold. Now we can combine multiple thresholds. For example, if you had two thresholds saying if A is high, have a threshold, if B is low, have a threshold, you would need two alerts. Now you can combine both of them to say if A is high and B is low, please send an alert. And this is an exciting functionality. Enhanced log consolidation is also an enhancement to the existing feature. This feature included in the Operation Sentinel 17 release adds the capability for Operation Sentinel to save the sets with consolidated logs. Previously, the sets had to be consolidated manually each time, which was time consuming. Now the sets can be created and saved for future use and revisited whenever required. A set is created and numerous logs are added to it and saved. The last feature is better problem reporting, or more comprehensive problem reporting. With this feature, Operation Sentinel Report Problem utility can now collect Windows and Operation Sentinel application crash dumps. There are optional fields which a customer can enter, like customer name, issue number, issue description, with a short description of the issue, date and time of the incident. This would help the engineering team actually dive in and do a detailed analysis of the issue. It also facilitates the compression of logs and helps in easy transfer of these logs. The files are stored in a location, they can be zipped, and the dumps can be collected from them. Previously, the logs were sent by customers, and these files used to be really large, going up to MBs and even GBs sometimes, and this can be avoided now. So with this, I would want to cover one important feature of Operation Sentinel 17, which is the centralized monitoring. Centralized monitoring is a feature which acts like a single pane of glass and monitors both FFC and SMC related events, which were previously monitored in op servers. Centralized monitoring avoids monitoring the Fabric Manager and OS 2200 Server Management Control, which is the SMC, user interfaces on separate displays. So SMC and FFM were initially writing logs to their own files, and these could not be read by Operation Sentinel directly. And now Operation Sentinel can read all of these using Unisys custom logs. So with this, I would like to hand it back to Adam.
Thank you, Vivek. As you can see, we have been busy building a new ClearPath OS 2200 release full of innovative solutions and features based largely on customer feedback. With each new release, we attempt to build on our proven track record of industry-leading security coupled with simple, optimized, and integrated solutions to adapt to your business needs. In addition to the amazing software our teams continuously produce, our expert service teams are always ready to lend a seasoned helping hand whenever needed. To talk about how Unisys can help drive your business forward, I would like to welcome Solutions Architect for ClearPath Forward Services, Betsy Rausch.
Thank you, Adam. Hello and thanks again, everyone, for joining our webinar today. I'm going to talk with you today about how you can utilize the ClearPath Forward services to help you meet and achieve your business goals and initiatives, whether those be something as broad as digital transformation or maybe as specific and concrete as solving a resource issue or moving to the next ClearPath release. IT organizations are often torn between two distinct and often competing objectives. Do they put their time and resources behind the high-profile innovation initiatives that their business leaders are demanding and driving? Or do they stay focused on the day-to-day activities that help existing businesses, their business critical systems and applications stay current, connected, and available? A 2018 CIO survey conducted by Harvey Nash and KPMG reports that digital initiatives may be faltering from previous years. 78% of the CIOs surveyed in the 2018 survey believe that their digital strategy is only moderately effective or worse. In addition to that, the industry as a whole, and in particular our ClearPath clients, they have well-established businesses whose disruption, even for a short time, could seriously damage their reputation and in some cases lead to significant fines and revenue loss. New technologies and solutions can pose risks for those organizations, especially those bound by strict requirements for privacy, security, and reliability. These factors alone can inhibit experimentation and innovation, both with our clients and the industry as a whole. Unisys ClearPath Forward Services portfolio is designed to provide you the resources and services you need to strike that balance between responding to those innovative initiatives required, but keeping the lights on. You'll be able to foster a culture of innovation, respond quickly to those new opportunities and requirements, and invest in emerging technologies and processes, all the while taking care of the systems and applications that differentiate your business. So our ClearPath Forward services have been designed to be an integrated and holistic set of services that help maximize your investments in your ClearPath Forward-based applications, infrastructure, tools, and skills. They provide the expertise and support that you need so you can plan and execute innovation initiatives without taking the focus off your business. Our services range from delivering basic offerings such as implementation services and training, education, and general consulting, complementing that with deeper, more comprehensive efforts around application enrichment, transformation, support, as well as managed services and outsourcing. Our suite of services can help you leverage the modernization, integration, and automation technologies that are inherent to ClearPath Forward. Our services can help you increase the value of your core business applications and simplify operations and administration, mitigating business continuity risk, and allowing you to maintain a fine balance between IT innovation, continuous delivery, and automation. So let's look at some of these services in a little more detail. The goal of our services are to advise and evolve client applications, provide implementation services, as well as management services, whether that be skills augmentation, infrastructure as a service, or even application management. Our application enrichment services are comprised of a series of appraisals and assessments, looking at the degree of integration and automation our clients currently have, as well as taking a good performance analysis of their system. Those are our appraisal and assessment services. From that, we help our clients evolve, whether that be through application modernization, SOA enablement, microservices or an API integration, data and analytics enablement, and proofs of concepts around all of these innovative technologies. There's been many new product solutions, features, and capabilities that have been added to and around the ClearPath OS 2200 in recent years, including the ones that Adam and Vivek mentioned here today, all of which can help you deliver on initiatives your organization or company have planned. We can help you take advantage of these capabilities by targeting those specific that will help you with specific business needs. One way that we do this is through our complimentary Unisys Innovation Workshop. These are internal, client-facing workshops that focus on identifying opportunities for innovation, categorizing those opportunities, and then prioritizing them. We develop a high-level business case and implementation roadmaps for the most promising opportunities that have been identified by your team during the workshop. And we present these results to you in the form of a report to you. The roadmap is yours to own and execute on as you wish. And ClearPath services are here to assist you in achieving those goals and initiatives within your roadmap. Our innovation workshops are provided to you at no charge. Your investment is your time, your participation, as these are highly engageable workshops. If you'd like to learn more about innovation workshops, or if you'd like to schedule one, then I'd ask that you please contact your Unisys client representative. As part of our ClearPath application enrichment set of services, application of evolution services help you build a pragmatic strategy supported by clear objectives and targets that shows you how to evolve your applications for maximum value. Application evolution is a journey of transformation from the current as-is state in which future needs or current needs may not be completely met to a future to-be state or goal state in which organizational needs are met more incrementally and closer to being met. It involves a comprehensive architecture and well-defined roadmap and objective-focused initiatives. The focus of these services is on evolution, incrementally evolving into the targeted future state in a planned and organized fashion. Our ClearPath Forward application evolution services include optimizing your applications to address cost and operational efficiencies in the short term, or more long-term, re-architecting your application where it makes sense in order to increase the business agility and process enhancements that are required. Adding to that, modernization and integration is available through industry standard interfaces and technology, data analytics enablement, and mobility enablement and enhancing customer experience. Adam had mentioned earlier about the $8 enhancements that have been occurring through the ClearPath releases and included in Release 18. We offer OS 2200 $8 services, which includes assessing the use and scope of $8 in your environment, converting $8 generated timestamps to timestamps that are relevant for many years to come, or training you on $8, how to determine the impact, how to develop a plan to convert $8 use. You can choose which level of service, which combination of service and assistance you require. Unisys can also help you develop and deploy an implementation strategy. Our product implementation services cover all aspects of delivering IT services utilizing ClearPath Forward and the associated technologies, helping tune existing systems and plan for future capacity needs. We can assist your move to OS 2020 Release 18.0 and help you take advantage of those latest features and capabilities. We have a full suite of implementation services for all our products and capabilities, such as those presented today: Eclipse, Data Exchange, Enterprise Output Manager, and Operations Sentinel, just to name a few. So for example, our assessment and design services for Operations Sentinel provide a comprehensive analysis of your environment, applications, and deployment needs. We have services for specialized needs, such as automation and integration with your third-party software. We also provide advanced consulting to help you implement a disaster recovery or business continuity plan, and even a dark data center or unstaffed data center. The 2018 CIO survey I mentioned also looked at various aspects. And one of the other interesting findings they reported was that 65% of the surveyed respondents report a lack of skills as the main impediment holding back their strategies. And that's the highest recorded in at least 10 years of that survey. The survey report goes on to state that CIOs are getting smarter at how they manage their resources, increasingly using outsourcing as a skills enhancer rather than a cost saver. The ClearPath Forward Staff Augmentation Services can provide you an option to augment or replace your dwindling resource skills and manage your entire operation. Our team delivers highly skilled and experienced people to manage your ClearPath Forward systems and applications, and we can help reduce or eliminate the generational business risk to maintain your ClearPath Forward solutions. ClearPath Forward Managed Services leverage our worldwide network of delivery centers and global service management platform to support parts or all of your ClearPath Forward infrastructure, so you can focus on running your business, not IT. With an integrated and turnkey approach to operations and management, we can also support private and hybrid cloud environments and even your entire data center on your behalf. If you'd like to engage with us on any of the services that you heard today, or would like further follow-on, or even just more information about ClearPath Forward services, I'd ask you to contact your Unisys client representatives. And with that, I'll hand it back over to Adam.
Thanks, Betsy. We believe Release 18.0 will further enable your business to modernize, grow, and adapt to your ever-changing business demands, with Unisys services available to step in and help whenever it's needed. Now, let's take a peek at what's next for ClearPath OS 2200. Development on Release 19 is already underway, with a number of exciting features in the works. Our release cycle for ClearPath OS 2200 now follows a 2-year release cadence with support for 5 years from the release date. We have shifted to this model as a result of client feedback asking for more time to mitigate to a new release level. Support for Release 16 has been extended until the end of June 2019 to accommodate an easier migration path. You will notice that Release 18 is the last release which will support both the Dorado 4200 as well as our final Dorado CMOS to go into support the Dorado 800. One thing to note when considering your migration path is we allow clients to skip one release level. For instance, if you are currently on Release 16, we support upgrading directly to Release 18. Special considerations for a given upgrade path can be found in Release 18 documentation. I mention these migration considerations with emphasis because Release 18.0 introduces many new and unique migration considerations, to the point where any previous procedure you may have used in the past is not likely to be successful when migrating to Release 18. This underscores the importance of consulting our software planning migration overview for Release 18 when planning your OS 2200 migration. If you want to stay current with all Unisys and ClearPath related news and announcements, please follow us on the various social media platforms. In particular, our Unisys ClearPath YouTube channel is home to the technical updates for Release 18 that I have mentioned today, as well as many more on a number of other new features for this release. All of the technical update videos for this release have been pulled together into their own playlist and are available for viewing today. And that is ClearPath OS 2200 Release 18. Security enhancements in the form of elliptic curve algorithms and disable user ID by date. Simplification improvements through exciting Apex features and a new digital delivery mechanism for distributing our software. Optimization through innovative expand pack and PID down features. Tighter integration through new capabilities in EOM and Operation Sentinel. And ClearPath Forward services designed to maximize your investments in ClearPath Forward-based applications, infrastructure, tools, and skills. All this and more will be available to clients July 26th, and we couldn't be more excited to see how Release 18 drives your business forward.
Excellent. Thank you, Adam. I'd like to thank all of my presenters for another wonderful presentation. Again, that does conclude today's event. The recorded version of today's webinar will be made available to you via email, and it will also be posted on the Unisys ClearPath YouTube channel. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for attending, and have a great day.